Fellas, ladies, you looking for lotions? You looking for beard oils? But unfortunately, everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and they're probably killing you? No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. www.top2bottom, BOTTU, the U is for unique, M.com. Tell them I sent you.
Hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Welcome again to Ron's Opinion Don't Matter on the OG Network. Appreciate y'all coming in. Appreciate y'all hitting that like button. Appreciate y'all hitting the subscribe button. Really do. All is well. Hopefully, y'all having a blessed, wonderful day. It's a beautiful day. God is good all the time, and all the time, God is good. Oh, man. Beautiful day. A lot of things going on as far as, the things that we've been doing. Once again, if you haven't already, please go use that promo code, which is OG Network 26. That's OG Network 26 for all your purchases of $35 and up. What's up, Menace? How you doing? God bless you, work. God bless you. Yeah, use the OG Network. That's OG 26. OG Network 26. I'm sorry. OG Network 26. Use the promo code. When you go to Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare and you make a purchase of $35 or more, you get a 15% discount on all your purchases. And that's real talk. Hopefully y'all having a blessed day, wonderful day. The other thing is please go check out the movie The Silent Crisis on Tubi TV. I've been kind of spending some time deep diving in the subject, man, and woo. I always heard stories about I remember when you go get your driver's license as a young person, they say, oh yeah, when you get your license, your ID, whatever, make sure you don't put in there organ donor. Yeah, the fracas show we usually do on Sundays at 12 o'clock noon, and but Out the Pit and like the Bug, they all got their individual channels that they work and do their stuff individually wise. Sundays at 12 o'clock is usually when we all together at the fracas show. So, but we air the fracas show on everybody's channel. So if you're following Ant Like the Bug, or you following Out the Pit, or me, or the Fat Tatular, or Bam Bam, and I know Chopper is going to probably eventually maybe start working her channel, but we set it up so that everybody can air it from their individual channels, and not just mine, particularly mine. But what's up, dog? What's going on? What's going on, my brother? How you feeling? Let's go, dogs. And as y'all see, Dogs Basketball is another person that's a member of the OG Network channel. Of course, he does his channel on Thursdays at 7 o'clock p.m. Around that time, sometimes a little later, but 7 o'clock p.m. And he's Unfiltered Sports. He's a part of the OG Network. He does his show at 7 o'clock p.m. p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then you always get a chance to come in and check out his show on Unfiltered Sports, and bring the smoke when y'all get ready. When he on there, bring the smoke. If you don't like his team, he don't like your team, y'all go on there, y'all can talk about it. What is the guns behind you, if you don't mind me asking? One of them is a 5.56, which is the one to my right, and the other one is a 458 SOCOM, and that's to my left. The one to my right is kind of like I forget the guy that does it, but I got it at the gun show. He makes different rifles, and they're not even expensive though. But he does make them there, and he sell them. And it wasn't very expensive. Once I started adding my own stuff to it, it got probably about it ended up being, but it was probably about, without all the other stuff on there, a little more than $600 it cost you. But it's chambered in 5.56, and the other one is chambered in 458 SOCOM. It's not over dogs is funny. I mean, technically, I get what he's reason why he said it for humor wise, but also um, classified information. But unfortunately, I got too many videos out there that clearly tells you what they are. So if you would be easily go to find out. So the classified information is too far out there at this point. But anyway, make sure y'all hitting the like button. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Um, and the movie The Silent Crisis, I want y'all to go check it out because I started deep diving into this. Basically, when people getting kidnapped and their organs being stolen, and it was so many stories that I was coming across of people's organs getting stolen by just like it was crazy. Hospitals involved, big name hospitals. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. So that's why I want y'all to check out the movie. Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Check out the movie because then you'll get a chance to kind of understand when we was doing. We had the actors on there talking about their role in the movie, how good the movie was, especially considering the budget that they had to work with to try to get it done. The movie is on Tubi TV. It was a very very good movie. I enjoyed watching it. Actually watched it twice. I enjoyed seeing it. But we also had the actors and some of the actors in the movie was actually on the show for Philly Talk. And because the writer and the producer of the movie is actually from Philly, Philia Purnell, she's from Philadelphia. So that's why we premiered it on the conversation on Philly Talk. Ant Like the Bug is actually part of the movie. He was actually in the movie a little bit, and he's also a part of helping executive producer of the movie also. But I tell you, the work that she did on that movie, considering what they had to work with, was extremely well. The actors did well, and I'm glad. We got a chance to talk to some of the actors right here on the OG network. It was really, really good. Oh, the name of the movie is called The Silent Crisis, and it's on Tubi TV. Yes, it's the Silent Crisis, and it's on Tubi TV. Please go check it out. If you're not sure, if you look at Philly Talk, we did the show Philly Talk. Some of the actors that are part of that movie was actually on the channel, and we had a chance to talk. But the movie is called The Silent Crisis, and it's on Tubi TV right now. So if you have Tubi TV, the app, whatever, you can go watch it there. And believe me when I tell you, it's a good movie. But it struck my interest. The reason why I'm bringing this up again is because they were in that movie. They was talking about. I don't want to tell too much of the movie, so because I want people to watch it, and I don't want to be a spoiler alert. So that's the reason why I'm not talking a whole lot about the movie. But the one part of the movie, the storyline is about people's organs getting stolen, and that's doesn't really tell you the whole story about the movie, but it does tell you that that's part of what's in the movie about the organ stealing. I want y'all to go see the movie, and I'm not one of those people that want to talk about the movie and give up all of the goods on the movie. But the one thing about the movie that struck my interest was about people's organs being stolen. And I came across these stories, and I'm not going to go back to them and stuff like that. But I say to people, man, make sure you keep an eye on your children, not just your children. Make sure you keep an eye on your neighbor's children, even if you don't like your neighbor, because at the end of the day, I know people don't always want to tie things together, but me, I try to figure out what, why, and what's the end game, and a lot of the stuff that I've seen done politically over the few years, that I really started deep diving. And there is no bottom to a lot of this. Rather people want to agree with me or don't want to agree with me. I think a lot of what's we're seeing right now, especially in modern day, was an attack on this country. Was an attack on this country. I look back when I seen all of these people come um, over that border, and the vast majority of the people that was coming across that border was middle age. I mean, roughly about 20-year-old fighting age men. And this right here is what should have been concerning to anyone that's born and raised in this country. And this is the reason why the right to keep and bear arms is so essential. And then once these people started coming over here, everything has skyrocketed. Child trafficking, all of this other crime and stuff started skyrocketing. Yes, America has its own problems. We get it. We have our own problems. But the fact that we decided to invite other people's problems over here and just open the door and let it flood in, and the people that say that stuff out of their mouth, they will never take none of these people in their house, feed them, clothe them, and take care of them. It's all bullcrap. They say it out their mouth, but they really don't. They really not serious about what they're saying. And my thing is this: is that you can't go to no other country and do what they were doing over here. You just can't. You can't go to no other country. So when you start talking about people's organs, all of this thing, and my thing is this: a lot of this stuff y'all don't realize is mostly tied to the Democratic Party. Most of what y'all seeing out here criminal wise is tied to the Democratic Party. And I still to this day don't understand why people, real good minded people, still and choose to be a part of that. And they always trying to virtue signal like they're the most virtuous people in the world. And the reality of it is they're not. They're far from it. They're far from it. They'll be the same ones that say, oh, they'll talk about, oh, you should have the right to, you shouldn't have to pay taxes on your home, which I agree. But then don't act like you don't own your home, or act like this is not your country. Like I don't. As much as people talk about all this happening and that happening, I can care less about that. Right now, I'm alive. I hear 400 years ago. I understand all of the stories. 300 years, I know all of that stuff, and I'm extremely sympathetic to all of that. But right now, I'm alive. I'm alive. I choose to protect my country no matter what. Again, none of y'all proving this stuff. My thing is this: you choose to support the Democratic Party, got more pedophiles than anybody. Just because someone calls somebody something doesn't make it true. Go get me some real evidence, and I'll rock with you. Go get some real evidence, and I'll rock with you. Just like y'all sat there and tried to say that lady didn't try to run that that ICE agent over, because that's your side. Meanwhile, we watching. And then the dummies to say, oh, you should have shot the tire out. Like the shooting out the tire, the flat on the tire is going to stop the car from moving forward. This is how dumb y'all. Well, let's let y'all say, y'all the ones put y'all stupidity out there, not me. And y'all Trump deranged syndrome, it goes run so deep. My thing is this: the man gets, and I'm not, listen, this ain't even about Trump. This is about what's happening. He just happened to be on the side of getting rid of these illegals up out of here. And my thing is this: none of y'all was protesting. None of the other politicians that did that. He ain't the first. And all of these people, my thing is this: this is how idiotic these people are, right? And they start talking about like, they talk about this, but none of these people, they talk like they out here protesting for these Muslims to stay over here, Somalians and stuff like that, right? But they forget that Elijah Muhammad was a child molester. But they trying to keep, you get what I'm saying? Like these people do a whole lot of child molesting stuff in that part, but yet they still want to stick to it. It's cool. It's cool. I'm not medically stupid. Not even close. Listen, I've been doing this for a long time. And guess what? I ain't found one of y'all stand against me that can handle what I say. Because y'all know I'm telling the truth. You can't argue with truth, and you can't argue with facts. The only thing y'all can argue with is say what y'all want to say. But the reality of it is that none of y'all, since I've been doing this, have ever came with anything of substance. None of y'all. Y'all all sit there and holler, call names and stuff. That's what y'all result to. Name calling. Stupid, you're uneducated, you this, you that, because y'all can't stand on no truth because you have none. That's the part that makes me laugh every single time. I'm watching a judge, again, in Democratic City, and her husband selling drugs, and these are these are the courtroom, these are judges getting arrested for having drugs and money and drugs in their home. And that means that they're part of the drug ring. But I don't see no protest on that. My thing is this: for people that okay with illegal immigrants being in here, if someone comes and rob and break into your home, don't you dare call the police. You better not call the police, because you're saying an invasion to your home is okay. America is my home, so invading my home, I'm not okay with. Invitation, you only welcome here by invite only. That's it. But I guarantee you that once you get into, if one of these people was to break into your home, don't you call the police because you okay with invasions. Because I'm not wasting my time typing. All right, let me see your face and you can come in my show, then we can say it personally. Because listen, I will unleash everything that I know on anybody. I'm not, it is kid gloves off. If you want to debate with me personally, make sure I see your face and you can come on my show. And believe me when I tell you, you're not going to like the way it is. You're forgetting that blacks wasn't invited here easy, so you got. Let me explain something to you. That's the reason why I'm talking the way that I'm talking. That is the very reason why I'm talking the way I'm talking. Because unlike anybody else, black people came here and they wasn't invited. They were brought here. They were brought here. That's the exactly reason why I'm talking the way that I'm talking. Because I have no home to go to, this is my home. And I'm not going to let anybody invade this home. Why? And if these other countries care that much about the black people that came over here through slavery, why didn't they come get us? So you want to talk that stuff, talk it. Why didn't they come get us? So if they cared that much about us, they should have been coming to get us back, right? Now, need I remind you, my heritage technically is Native American. That's my inheritance. My grandfather was 100% Blackfoot Indian. My grandmother was Cherokee Indian and Blackfoot Indian mixed along with some other stuff. So what? Now what? Please make it make sense. See, this is where you got it wrong. Who started the Republican Party? Since you know so much. Who started the Republican Party? What party supported almost every legislation that the black people benefit from in America? Exactly. Republican Party was actually started by black people. So now what's your point? You go look up history. The Republican Party was started by black people. There is no such thing as white supremacy. This is how stupid you are. There is no such thing as white supremacy. No such thing. Now, if you look at a person based on their skin color and you make them supreme over you, that's your fault. Because there is not a white person in the world that's supreme over me. God is supreme. That's it. God is supreme, and that's it. So when you want to call white supremacists white, that's your fault for believing that they supreme over you. Because they definitely ain't supreme over me. I don't look for white people for help for nothing. I don't look for help from nobody based on their skin color. Now what? Now what's your point? See, your problem is you looking for help from somebody else when you can help yourself. I can help myself. Just get out of my way. Remember, the Democrats used water cannons during civil rights march. Yes, they did. And they're the ones who were still trying to fight for slavery to keep it. So the people that keep talking that stuff, to me, you the ones want slavery. It's the same thing what the Democratic is doing right now, is trying to bring these illegal immigrants into the country. Why? For cheap labor. That's the reason why you hear it come out of their mouth. Who's going to work the fields? Who's going to do all the hard stuff that we ain't want to do no more? Because that's the behavior of the Democratic Party. Okay, Uncle Ruckus. Come up with something new, please. Like, give me some other stuff. Like, y'all say the same stuff all over and over. Because none of what I'm saying has anything to do with white people. That's the whole point that's how ignorant y'all are. None of what I say has anything to do with white people. See, y'all afraid of somebody. I'm not. And like I said before, if you sit there and believe that white people are supreme over you, that's your fault. They crap on toilets just like I do. They bleed just like I do. So I don't look at nobody race as supreme over me. That's your fault. Again, the name calling, but like I said, nobody else got anything of substance but name call. And that's all they got. What's up, Leah? How you doing? God bless you. God bless you. Are you a victim? A victim? No. Ain't nothing about me a victim. That's nothing about me that's a victim. See, y'all looking at, like I said, that's why when people say, oh, white supremacy, I'm like, no, they're not supreme over me. See, if I keep telling, listen, let me explain something to you. If you keep telling somebody based on their skin color that they are white, like let's use the white supremacy term. If I went around telling all white people, oh, y'all white supremacists, y'all white supremacists, do you understand what the word supreme means? That means you are saying out of your mouth they have authority over you based on their skin color. There is nobody that's supreme over me but God. And I'm not going to call somebody a white supremacist, and I'm not going to put that together because at that point, you're saying they're supreme over you. And that's why I said I don't believe in white supremacy, because they're not supreme over me. They equal. That's it, equal. They're not supreme over me. And guess what? I'm not supreme over them. We equal. They die like I die. They bleed like I bleed. So what are y'all talking about? You giving them that position. If you sit there and give somebody and call them supreme over you, you giving them that position. I'm not doing that. And that means you're looking for them and you're looking at them like they're the authority figure. And they're not. Like they have authority over you and they don't. I speak my truth. I speak the truth because that is the truth. Is there anything a white man can do that you cannot do? I can do whatever I want to do. Ain't nobody ever going to stop me. And guess what? They're not better than me. Nobody's better than me but God. That's it. Nobody's better than me but God. That's it. Everybody else, same playing field. You might be better at something than me, but you're not better than me. You might do something better than me, but that don't make you better than me. See, the problem is y'all don't like the fact that y'all see a melanated brother who's not giving somebody authority over them. See, I don't care what your skin color is. You're not authority over me. None of them are authority over me. What's going on? Yeah, I don't. What's up, Leah? My point is, Leah, the conversation was about white supremacy, right? And like I always tell people on my channel is that if you call somebody white supremacist, that means you gave them supreme authority over you. I'm not agreeing with that terminology. I'm not going to tell somebody based on their skin color that they are supreme over me. That means you're telling them that. Think with your brain. Why would you tell somebody else based on their skin color that they are supreme? If I'm on the other end of that and I want you to think that I'm low, that you're lower than me, I'm going to agree with you. Yeah, you know what? I am a white supremacist. That's the same thing as white privilege. That's why I disagree with the terminology, because I'm not going to say somebody is privileged because of their skin color. Because psychologically, that means that you got benefits that I don't have I can't obtain. That means you're saying that it's privileged to be white, but it's a disgrace to be black. That means you can't have no privileges because of your skin color. I'm not agreeing with none of that. Because of who I am internally, is capable of doing whatever it is I want to do. That's my choice. That's God-given, not man-given. God-given, not man-given. Because if man can give it to you, man will be able to take it away. And if you let them psychologically play that game in your head, that's your fault. That's your fault. That's why I don't have no confidence issues. That's why I don't have no stress. That's why I don't have no negativity going on in my life. That's why I don't have those issues, because I don't let nobody put that stuff. I enjoy my life. I'm very happy. I'm satisfied. I am content with my life, and I have a wonderful life. Not perfect, but wonderful. And I'm not going to let somebody tell me because someone else has a different skin color, they privileged more than I am, or they supreme over me. That right there diminishes the position that God is. So if I have a relationship with God, which I do, that takes away all of the authority that God has given me, that he has, and giving it to somebody based on their skin color. Make that make sense. That means that God has to go get permission from a white supremacist in order to bless you. You're not making sense. You're not even making sense. My life isn't perfect, but I'm blessed. Why? Because Jesus Christ is in my life. And nobody has supreme over him. So to say that someone is privileged because of their skin color is a false statement. You're giving somebody authority based on their skin color. You had to be a fool. So for me personally, I'm never going to give nobody authority over me. Supremacy, supreme being, that's a position only God can hold. Being supreme. Because in order to be a supreme being, you must be God in flesh. God, that's it. You have to raise the dead, heal the sick. The winds have to obey you in order to be supreme. You have to demonstrate your supremacy above everybody else without using any weapons, without using anything other than your words. And ain't none of them doing that but Jesus Christ. And he ain't white. Nor is he black. Nor is he tied to man's bloodline. So again, I say to y'all, one thing I'm going to never agree with someone being supreme over me and someone being privileged over me. Everything that I've wanted to do and tried to do and put effort into do in this world that I live in, I was able to do it. And the most of the time, when I ran into obstacle, it was because of politics. And most of the political people, unfortunately, match my skin color. That's the unfortunate part. Match my skin color. It still didn't stop me because I'm not going to let them. I still was going to do it no matter what. But again, if I want to make people think that they're less and keep preaching that same message, and that don't affect that message of supremacy does not affect white people. It negative it affects melanated people, black people, or whatever way you identify on that side of it. Because what that does is when you see somebody of another skin color, you're going to look at them as if they're privileged or if they're supreme. I'm not playing that game. I'm not going to entertain that. So again, y'all can entertain it, but I'm not. Am I half white? Nope. Biologically, for me personally, my grandfather, according to my father, was 100% Blackfoot Indian. 100% Blackfoot Indian. My grandmother, according to my father, was Cherokee, Blackfoot, and some other stuff mixed in there. Now, I don't do a whole lot of talking about it, but that's what according to my father, that's what it was. Again, it's that my point is this: I'm not going to identify somebody else's skin color and give them authority and say that they're supreme over me. Nor am I going to say they're more privileged than me. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to play that game. I'm not going to play the game of making somebody think that they're better than me by calling them supreme or they got more privilege than me because they're white. I'm not playing that game. Anybody, you can play that psychological game with somebody else. I'm not that person. That's why I don't entertain that. Because I am American who's melanated and no one is ever going to tell me anything different. I don't care about the color of your skin. I don't care about none of that stuff. But one thing you're not going to do with me is make me think that I'm less than by addressing another skin color and giving them the privilege statement or the other statement of supremacy. Because my thing is this: I don't never hear y'all say black supremacists. Hold on. And this is the point that I was trying to make. I didn't have to go look that up, though. Thank you, Leah. Appreciate it. I really do. But again, I don't have to go look that up. I'm not going to address somebody based on their skin color as supreme over me. And I'm going to keep telling you that until people that until they get what I'm trying to say. Here's my point to that. Where I grew up, a lot of people that are melanated people, they don't think they have the right to keep and bear arms in the city of Philadelphia. Right? This is my point that I keep making. So the question was asked to me was, if they was to reintroduce slavery, what would you do about it? This is the reason why I keep those things behind me. One of, not the only reason, but this is the reason why I keep those things behind me. Because if someone decided that the key to that is, do not let somebody talk to you or make you think you're less than them because of your skin color, because it's not the case. Stop letting these white liberals, because that's usually the ones that are saying it, tell you you are oppressed because of your skin color. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Oh, you are oppressed people because of your skin color. Meanwhile, these very same people they're talking to, driving around in nice cars, living well, got things happening. You gotta be crazy. I'm not going to give somebody authority over me based on their skin color. That's some bullcrap. I feel less than for being white. Supreme, supremacy, and supremacists are all different words. Oh my goodness. The sad part about it is that this is why you don't argue with fools. I talk loud because I like to talk. Anytime you watch my show, when I'm on my show, I do what I do. But this is why you don't argue and you don't argue with fools. What's up, 5,000? How you doing? God bless you. Because at the end of the day, why would you want to address another people? Listen, every single one of y'all, I don't care who you are, when you gotta get that doodle out your butt, it don't make no difference on your skin color. That's why I say there is no such thing as supremacy other than God. God is the only supreme that is. That's it. I'm not going to look at somebody based on their race, based on their culture, based on where they come from, what they have, their financial status. At the end of the day, nobody is supreme over me but God. And that's it. Other than that, we all equal. Now, we might not have equal access. We might not have equal opportunity when it comes to stuff that surrounds us, but that's just based on where you at and what you're doing. But at the end of the day, supreme, I don't think so. Ain't nobody supreme over me but God. Leah, they don't live in the world of facts. They live in the world of make believe. Taco Supreme. All right, we're gonna listen. 5,000 said Taco Supreme. That means that taco is supreme is better than all other tacos. See how that works? So if you use when he said Taco Supreme, that means whoever say that they got a Taco Supreme, that means it is better than every taco out there, and there's no other taco that compete with that Supreme taco. It means it has everything. It's 100% complete. The most perfect taco you'll ever get in life. Are those eyebrows taped on to fix? No, they taped on. Well, one of them is taped on. The other one is glued on. God is a pedophile. Yeah, you might want to go for that. You want to play that game? Go ahead. Ask if you want to play the game with God. If you think you're big enough to box with God, go ahead. You might want to go look up that woman who thought she was bigger than God, who was the head of the atheist movement, right? I want you to go. I can't. I think it's Margaret Thatcher. She thought she was better than God, right? And I want you to go look up her story and what happened to her. I think that's her name anyway. But anyway, I want you to go look up the story of what happened to her because she thought she was better than God because she wanted prayer after school. And I want you to go look up what happened to her family. And then I want you to go look up the one son that nothing happened to at all. And that's when I tell you might not want to play that game with God. That's all I'm saying. So if you want to call God names like that, you're welcome to it. Good luck with your life. Yo, y'all funny. Y'all are hilarious. Make sure y'all hitting the like button. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Appreciate y'all very, very much. Yeah, she was killed. My thing is this. She was killed by some. But look what happened to the one son that had the relationship with God and the other ones that that stood behind their mother. And that's the point. And Leah made it clear as day. And this is the reason why I keep saying what I'm saying is that I am not going to entertain that language. The problem is, y'all don't be listening to what I'm saying. Y'all think it's a game and it's not a game. I'm not going to entertain it because that is a that for anybody that's melanated, that is psychological damaging for you to believe that someone else is supreme over you. That's where it starts. That's the reason why you look at that way, because that's where it starts. Psychologically, if I keep hearing white supremacists, white supremacists, white supremacists, white supremacists, white privilege, white privilege, white privilege, I'm born into a world like that. Guess what everybody's going to keep thinking? If I'm a melanated person, I'm going to keep thinking that way, and I'm never going to, it's going to be hard for me to think any other way because I keep hearing that same message over and over. It's psychological. They want you to believe that white privilege is real. It's a psychological game that I'm refused to take part in. I know that game, and I'm not playing that game. So if you want to believe that white people are privileged because they white, or if you want to believe that white supremacy are over you, that's fine with you. But I'm never going to play that game because no white person or any people, and for that matter, are supreme over me. Just God, and that's it. All right, we'll call it racism. Call it racism. Don't call it privilege and don't call it supreme. This is the point that I keep making. I know that there are racist people out there. And guess what? They could be all the races they want, but they definitely ain't supreme over me. See, there's a difference. See, the supreme, the language is where you go wrong. I'm not entertaining that language. I know that there are racist people out there. They come in all different colors. And guess what I'm still not going to do? Entertain it to the point where I'm going to give you the privilege. I'm thinking that you're privileged over me. I'm not going to give you the supremacy. I'm thinking you're supreme over me. That is me taking my stance against racism, is that I'm never going to let you think for a minute that you have more power or more authority over me. No, you don't, because you're not God. That's the point that I keep making. Don't let them play that psychological game. This is not a case for white people. This is a stance for melanated. Don't let somebody tell you that. Don't entertain it from that point on. Don't entertain it. Because that's where you make the mistake, by using that language. Because that's what they want you. That's what the real racist ones, which is usually the white liberals, they want you to use that language. Why? So that they can come in and say, oh, we're here to help. And then still take up all your resources and all your benefits. And you don't think I know what I'm talking about? Go look up all the people that benefited from DEI programs. They got you distracted, but go look at all the people that benefited from the DEI, which supposedly for black people. All the white ones was taking advantage of it. That keep you thinking that you need help from them while they over there taking up all your resources. Those are the real racists. Like I said, you don't have to believe in God, bro. That's your choice. Then you haven't found another way to explain why you here, other than the sex that your parents had. You probably don't believe in parents neither. Is God going to fix your pushback hairline? He don't need to, because if my flesh ain't a concern for me. See, my thing is this. The name calling in the community, that's fine. I'm cool with that. I love it. I think it's beautiful. And I embrace humor and I embrace insults. That's fine with me. But my thing is this. What are you going to do about your sin? Because y'all don't sacrifice no more. Y'all don't have no perfect lamb. So all of them are wrongdoings that you've done in your life, the lying and stealing and cheating and all of this stuff that you've done in your life. How you going to handle that when you stand before judgment? That's my question for you. Because y'all not sacrificing anymore. Y'all not going through rituals no more. So my question to y'all is, since y'all don't believe in God, that's cool. You don't have to. But my question to y'all is this. If I break the law, I'm going to have to stand before judgment, right? So God says a liar, a cheater, an adulterer, and all these other people will not inherit the kingdom of God. Nor will they enter. You ain't got to believe it. That's cool. But judgment will come. And my question to you, how you going to handle that? What's up, Out the Pit? How you doing? God bless you. God bless you, my brother. So my question to you is this. I want you to pay attention to your conscience right now. For the people that don't believe in God, that's cool. You ain't got to. But I'm going to tell you something. There is a conscience that is inside of you right now that's saying to you all the time, and you ain't got to admit to this at all. I know this to be certain. That when I said, what are you going to do about your sin? Your conscience said, you better listen. What are you going to do when you stand before judgment? Who's going to be your lawyer? Who's going to plead your case? Because one day you're going to stand before the very same God that you said don't exist, the one that created you. He said, from the dust that you came, to the dust you shall return. So you ain't got to believe it, but I know for a fact that you're going to turn back for dust. So clearly you came from it. What are you going to do about that soul? And you don't think you have a soul? And if you don't think you have a spirit, why is it that you can hear what you're saying out of your mouth, but never move your mouth to say it? How is it that you can never move your mouth and your ears can hear everything you're talking about to yourself? That's your soul and that's your conscience. And listen what I'm trying to tell you. You ain't never got to believe what I'm saying. But one day, you better fix that thing. And that's the purpose behind Jesus Christ. Because he knew you was imperfect to do it. And he made the perfect sacrifice for your soul. And he's the one going to plead your case because you're going to be found guilty no matter what. Now, you ain't got to believe none of what I'm saying. But just so you understand why I'm where I'm at. I'm not perfect, far from it. I'm not perfect, far from it. My hairline ain't going to matter nothing when I'm dead. This flesh ain't going to be nothing when I'm dead. It's going to be nothing. This flesh is worthless. You did not decide the day when you was in this world, it did not decide your introduction. You had no decision in your introduction to the world. You had zero decision in that. That's the part you need to think about. You had zero decision in your introduction into this world. Why are you here? Make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. I love it. The insults are beautiful. And here's another ignorant statement. Let me ask you a question. Like, this is how stupid that sounds. If you look at the biblical description of Jesus Christ, he would almost appear to be black. If you wanted to trick somebody, and you look at where Christianity started, it didn't start nowhere near where white people were. None of the biblical writings came from anywhere where white people were. What are you talking about? It's 66 different books. Over 40 different writers. Some known, some unknown. It all mostly everything that happened in was happening in places where mostly melanated people are. So what in the world are you talking about? Don't get Roman Catholic mixed up with relationship with God. Understand what I'm saying? Don't get the Roman Catholic stuff mixed up with the relationship with Jesus Christ. Because even Satan knows the Bible and knows how to trick people. How did I handle it when my hairline started turning gray? I loved it. I embraced it. That's why I never dyed my hair. When it started turning gray, I was like, yes! Look at all that wisdom and knowledge. I'm not talking, see, this is where you're getting mixed up, John. I'm not talking about religion. Nothing that I said, did you never hear the word religion come out of my mouth? I personally do not believe in religion. I don't believe in nothing about religion. Religion to me is man's way of trying to get to God. Relationship is what I believe in. That's why I have a relationship with Jesus Christ. Because that's God's way of getting to man. That's what I believe. I don't believe in religion. And I never did. See, God got to me. I didn't get to God. Yes, I believe in God, not religion. See, religion to me, in my opinion, is man's way of trying to get to God. I wasn't trying to get to God. I wasn't even thinking about it. I had no relationship with him. So that's why I don't believe in religion. I know that's a terminology that people use, but I don't believe in, personally, I don't believe in religion. I got to run a commercial. I'll be back in 30 seconds. Please stay in there. Please stay on the live. I don't want to jump off of here right now, but I got to go to commercial real quick. Hold on 1 second. Where's my commercial? Here's my commercials up there. There we go. Be right.
Fellas, ladies, you looking for lotions? You looking for beard oils? But unfortunately, everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and they're probably killing you? No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. www.top2bottom, BOTTU, the U is for unique, M.com. Tell them I sent you.
Yeah, I'm back. Make sure y'all take advantage of that promo code, the OG Network 26 promo code, and get 15% off all your purchases of $35 or more when you go to the Top to Bottom store and check out their products. That's Top to Bottom Organics. And check out their store. They make wonderful products, hair care products, skincare products, candles, and so forth. Again, back to what I was saying, I personally don't believe in religion. I just don't. My point to this is because of my personal relationship with God, with Christ. I had no clue God existed, but yet He found a way to find. He found me. He introduced Himself to me. Now I had a choice in the matter to say I could either reject or accept, and I accept. That's it. I had no clue, so I don't personally believe in religion, and I'm never going to believe in religion. Because religion is man's way of getting to God. They can take scriptures, quotes, all this stuff, and turn it into trickery to convince you that that is the right religion. People do it all the time. But when you have a real relationship with Jesus Christ like I do, you can't be convinced of anything because it did not start with me through religion. See, with me, it did not start with religion. I wasn't running a church. I wasn't running around religious people. It didn't start with that stuff. With me, it started a relationship with Jesus Christ. He found me. And I wanted to know more about Him. And I was trying to figure out, why is this more real to me than my life itself? Why does this seem like it's whatever this being is that's seeking me out is real. He's speaking to me. I feel his presence. I've never felt the love presence in my life that way. Who is this? And why is he after me? I'm nothing. That's the difference with me. So for somebody else, they can convince you of whatever they want to convince you of. No, nothing in this world has been by my side 100% like Jesus Christ has. So there is nothing I would sacrifice or give up in exchange for my relationship with Jesus Christ. I am 100% bought with a price. Not perfect. I got flaws all over the place. But that is no excuse to say I'm going to walk away from Christ because I'm not perfect. But he's made perfect in me. His love for me. I didn't know who he was. I didn't even know he existed. But yet he revealed himself to me. Not in a physical form, but everything else. We got 6 senses, or 5 or 6, whatever they say. So there's other ways to identify something real or not other than actually physically seeing it. My point is this, is that if I'm walking into the room and somebody's frying some chicken, you smell it before you see the chicken. Because you're like, yo, that smell like fried chicken. Somebody fried up some chicken. If you walk somebody and you don't see a person, but yet you hear their voice, you'll say to yourself, yo, that sounds like so-and-so. But you don't even see the person. Now, eventually you see the person, like, man, I knew that was you because I could tell by your voice. See, this is the difference between somebody having a relationship with God, because the Bible says that he said, my sheep know my voice, and a stranger they will not follow. I know the voice of God. That's why I won't follow no other religion. There's nothing they can offer me to change my name, to change my stance on that. Nothing. And for the record, Jesus ain't white. Nor is he any color, or any race, or any creed. None of that stuff. The only thing that Jesus is attached to is God and man. That's it. Man is not responsible for Jesus. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with StreamYard, but if they don't get their act together, I'm gonna be calling them and like, yo, y'all gonna have to give me a refund. StreamYard don't get their act together, it's gonna be a problem. And that's real talk. What's up, Chips for real? How you doing? God bless you. Welcome in, welcome in. I'm getting ready to get up out of here. StreamYard gonna get they don't get their act together, bro. It's gonna be a wrap for StreamYard with me. There's all this freezing and buffering stuff. It's becoming too much at this point. And that's the truth. And that is the truth. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it very much. I got to get ready to get up out of here anyway. Every single one of y'all have a blessed, wonderful day. I'm out of here. Peace.
Fellas, ladies, you looking for lotions? You looking for beard oils? But unfortunately, everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and it's probably killing you? No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. www.top2bottom, BOTTU, the U is for unique, M.com. Tell them I sent you.